We spotted the trend by actually creating the trend. I was the first person to brand my buildings with our president, Donald Trump. I built 6 towers with Donald Trump and the Trump organization before he was even running for president. And so we saw the power of branding at that point. We saw the power of the attention we get, and we also understood how expensive it is to go out and create a brand versus going ahead and licensing one. And so that's where we came up with the Porsche Design Tower, which is a car building not just based around the car or the car lover, but it gives an alternative way of coming home, an alternative way of owning a high-rise condominium. Our homes there are homes in the sky. They have a garage, they have a backyard, they're everything you have in a single-family home, but we were able to put them up in the sky using our patented Dezer system, and it was a home run success then. We did it for the cool factor of, hey, how cool would it be to have your expensive art piece in your living room, meaning whatever car you have, whether it's a Porsche or Lamborghini or Bugatti or anything you have. And that was the main idea when we set out to build the building. But what actually happened was we got people who really moved up from other condominiums, really noticing that this is the privacy and the privacy aspect and the private way of getting home. You go into the building, you don't have to see a valet, you don't have to see a front desk security. You are right in the elevator, right up to your apartment. Nobody bothers you. You don't have to smile to the neighbors if you don't want to. And so we really changed the way people are using these apartments and how they get home every day. And so that was that people really bought for the privacy and security of these buildings more than having the car in the living room. The real reason for the brand is not so much to attract attention, but it's for the buyer to kind of resonate with that brand, to know what they like about it, what they don't like about it, and for them to really feel themselves in the story. Like, for instance, Bentley itself is more than a car company. It's a lifestyle company. They sell everything from Bentley golf clubs to sunglasses to all that fun stuff that is not just about the car. What was very important to the Bentley team was that the connectivity of the car to the apartment. Things like when you walk outside the car, as the radio shuts off, the music should turn on inside your home. So it kind of the same way that when you walk in the car, the Bluetooth plays your last song. We're really encompassing and putting together the brand. We're not just slapping a name on a building and hopefully selling apartments. We're really creating what the brand is known for. Little things like, again, at the Bentley Tower, Bentley on their automobiles have this thing called touch points. The touch points are every place you touch on the car has what they call the Bentley knurling. And it's like this diamondy texture that from the air conditioning to the radio to the paddle shifters to the gear shifter, whatever you touch on the car has the touch point. And we wanted to really incorporate that into our building. So we did the same thing. Every door handle you open, every faucet you touch, refrigerators you open, they all have the same Bentley touch points and that same diamond knurling. So we're really taking it deep translation of the brand into the building and really recreating what it would be like to live in a Bentley car, but really a Bentley home. And so, and I think we've executed better than anybody else. And the sales prove it. You know, we're 45% sold of the project. We've started construction last month, and so everything's moving along.
South Florida market is maturing and growing every day, right, at an exponential pace. Since the last 4 years, since COVID accelerated that growth, and people want to feel comfortable and associate themselves with the best of the best, and usually that is a branded residential product where they live, whether that is a brand that is known for luxury, service, lifestyle, like St. Regis Residences that are building in Brickell, or Andare Residences in Fort Lauderdale, which is designed by, the world famous Pininfarina, who got his start designing Ferraris and now has moved into automotive, cultural institutions and now residential buildings. So it all depends on what the buyer wants, but people want to associate themselves and be proud of where they live, and so that's why you're seeing more and more people being attracted to branded residential properties. But I think it's a snowball effect. You have the Bezos, you have Ken Griffin with Citadel that just came. You have Apple that you mentioned with this 40,000 square feet. They're doing a new huge Apple store in Miami World Center, which was announced a few weeks ago as well. Miami has everything going for it, right? We now have Michelin star restaurants. We have great culture institutions. We have the best asset, which is the water and the sun, and of course, no state income taxes. And so when people see these famous people and successful businessmen and women and corporations coming down here, they're going to follow on. So we believe that this migration south is not going to stop anytime soon.